What's going on, shipmates? We are back here once again at Echo for the week, checking on the new update. Happens every Sunday. That's when they do most of the newest changes, stuff like that. New units. We do have quite a few, not quite a few. We do have a few things that are popped up for this week. A new event pairing with a new UR unit for the first time being featured this week. So we'll look into that. Some new patrols to look over and some events coming back that if you missed the first time, you could try to jump into it this week. All right, so first things first, Echo of Azure is still going on for another 5 days. If you haven't got the chance to get into the event, please do so now. All 3 chapters of the story are unlocked. You get more fight for completing each of the chapters of the story. Free stuff, don't miss out. Of course, the shop is always open 3 days after the event's over for you to go through and buy all these resources from the currency you get from participating in this event. All right, so and we're gonna go ahead and jump into the new stuff right then and there. All right, new unit, you are featured here. Splendid Renewal is her event. Same basic outline, same basic layout for the event this week. You got the Jade contract here if you want to buy, some extra stuff to get to with it. The missions, the daily missions of logging into it, completing the boss fight, and then spending 500 action points. Of course, achievements for getting the character and limit breaking them or getting dupes, stuff like that. And then the basic stuff for you doing your dailies. Back to the main menu. So, and then of course the battle pass is here. The boss for this one is going to be her. Wow, I can't believe I've not Roxy. I think, man, I can't believe I forgot that. Anyway, so yeah, so boss is here to challenge Roxy. There it is. She's here. We'll kind of run through it here. So she's the featured boss for this event. You challenge her one time. The more damage you do, the more times you knock her out, you go up in the levels here up top. And as you progress through and you get higher amounts of damage, it gives you more points. And then the higher you do, the better rewards you get. You can continuously try it and do it. And then, of course, every time you do a different dailies and stuff like that, and missions that you complete for the event, you get these action points that give you bonus attributes and effects like more HP, more attack, increasing your crit damage, and then you can apply, once you unlock those and purchase them, they apply to your team. You go back in, you fight them some more, and then you keep going and keep going and keep going. So looks like it's 5 rounds, as you can see here up in the top left. You get 5 rounds to do as much damage and attack as you can to try to get as many points higher up as possible. Now, for the boss, I haven't really gone over this before. So every time you go up a level, they get stronger. Of course, they do more damage, but they also their star rate goes up as well. So like the first level 1 is basic, and then each time you kind of go up, I've noticed that they become 2 stars and 3 stars and unlock more of their skills and skill damage and skill sets, and increasing. Like by the time they get to level 4, as you can see here, I'm pretty much done here at level 3, but I believe level 4 is the highest I've gone for some of the other bosses. And they're doing it's taking my whole team multiple hits multiple times using their ultimates to really knock out this unit. So definitely get harder significantly by each level. My account power right now is about 9.2k, 9.2 million. So I'm doing decent damage. I have a decent squad here with different attributes and skills, really trying to attack. But as you can see, just the damage I'm doing is barely knocking her down. Look at that. What was this? 464. I mean, and that's because of Roxy's skills. She's tearing up, unlocking more of her abilities to counteract different things, and Obviously, look at that, 10 damage. So like pretty much, like I said, it gets really hard. It gets harder. So if you got teams that can counteract that, do stuff like that, it does help quite a bit. So see, my highest was 150. I only did 69 that turn. So this is the point I was pointing out. So the footprints here, those are the little things, and then as you continue, you can increase for one more, you unlock 12 defense, and then it keeps going and going. All right, so that's the boss. I didn't know I had, or I thought I had already did it, but, and then the perfect match, the regression here, this is the story mode for this event. This is what it is right here. You press it, you knock out these things. There are little mini activities, you know, such as like interactions with the characters, stuff like that, where you can get more fight and more free stuff. So pretty easy, pretty quick. I personally, I do think you get more fight from the story mode, like the from here. I'll show you real quick from here, the Echo of Azure. So this one here, I think you get more fight from this version than the other one, but that's just me. So that's that one. And then if we move over here to the new patrols, we'll check these out real quick. So King of the Cage is back. It'll be up for this week. I've done it already. I'm at 1306, syndicate ranking at 14. I'm at 25 or 250, I believe, right? I think it's 250k or 25, 250 mil. Now remember, this is 3 teams put together, so I pretty much almost have 2 full team URs. Seeing how summons go, literally towards the end of the video, I might have a full team, 2 full teams of URs, and then of course all these here. Everybody you fight, it's just like regular cage matches or PvP. You fight them. It's each squad or team versus each team. It's 3 best of rounds, 1 out of 3. That person wins, and then you move up. I will say I do recommend participating in this event, even if you don't really get as far or as high up as I do, because it does reward you more fights at the end of the event. So at the end of this week, you'll get it should say, is it here? So this is what you get daily, right? So every day that you're in these positions, it gives you that. And then at the end of the week, this is what you get. So I believe I was around here, 1200. That's 300 away from a free 10 summon. So even if you're here in the bottom, I mean, that's still 1100. That's still pretty good. I mean, that's still 400, which you can get from your story mode or whatever, the weekly stuff. I mean, from your dailies here, you get 100. So I mean, that's what, 4 days more, and then boom, you get a full free 10 summons. So definitely check it out if you haven't done it before. Definitely try it out. Nebulous Nightmare is a little bit interesting. You go through, it's kind of like an expedition type of thing. You choose either left or right. Event, you participate, you fight, you keep going. There's these talents that you can upgrade, kind of like the boss mode or challenge mode in the events. You get more points, more attributes. You can even I think this last one is this one here, like you can find more like rewards or better rewards during the expedition that you're going through, the Nebulous Nightmare. So I've done it a few times. It's okay. I definitely got to dive into it more and kind of go through the whole thing. I've gone through like maybe 1 or 2 levels. It wasn't anything like too crazy, like really diving into it. Like I think I went to like 5 or 6 just to get some rewards there, but definitely we'll look into that and probably hit you guys back up with some more updates on that. So Operation Eureka, Jungle Mirage are going to be over here in a day or so, and then everything else. I don't think I've gone over this before, but Cage Fight, I am 39 now at 9.2 mil. Definitely leaning on the links for my team, leaning on the attributes. The tanks, the shields are really working out. I've been looking at it, and pretty much like by the second round, pretty much every unit on my team will have a shield, which is pretty good. Now, these teams I'm fighting against now in the top 40, I mean, look at this, 12 million, 17 million, and we're getting here to 20, 19, 27 million. I mean, they're doing millions of damage in one hit. So it's definitely got to move up some more, but I think I'm doing pretty decent, you know, able to take out, I think, will this show who I knocked out to win? Oh, right there. Was that it? Maybe. No, I think that's something. Oh, sorry. That's all servers. Wow. There it is. Okay. Oh, that's gonna. It's not. Oh, that's only today. So, getting pretty close to taking out number 38, number 37, leaving like 1 or 2 units left for, you know, each of those fights. But anyway, if you care about PvP, leave a comment. You know, send me a message or whatever, and I can dive a little bit more into like how I set up my team and if I change it up and stuff like that. Abyssal Drive and all that stuff has been the same. All right, so that's patrol. All right, and then over here, last but not least, the Modulate Star. This is going to be this week's. I've mentioned it before. They kind of do this to kind of help you out with the summons and everything. So down here at the tasks, you get daily points, and every time you use one of these, or I'm sorry, execute one of these tasks, you get points. More points you get, the more rewards. So this one, at the 50 points, you get the 20 arms, the 130 you get another one, but then at the 230 you get 20 living metal, which I believe is used for the combat arms. So of course, I mean, that's free 20, that's a free 20 summon, which I believe the pity is only 40, maybe 50. We'll check it on right now, but yeah, so you're pretty much already getting. And then once you hit that 230, you go to the next level, and it's going to be a same thing with even, you know, obviously more Glory Star progress to hit, but it's going to be either another 20 or one of these other high-end rewards. So that's there. And then let's dive into it, folks. I mean, that's about it. I mean, we got the draw. We'll start from the bottom. Card summon is still the same. Dominica is still the only UR1 features. For there, we'll do the free one here. What are we going to get? Awesome. All right, Elamano, nothing featured this week. Same pool. I definitely want to. I'm going to save up. Hopefully, I can. I missed out the chance for the UR Elemental, the Stone Monkey. I saved up. I tried. I hit the 80. Didn't get. Ended up getting a dupe of. Oh, not that one. This guy, the Crow Tengen, which I will say, when I got the dupe and I upgraded him, it was like a 60,000 plus in account power. So, I mean, it still wasn't bad. I mean, it was no UR, which is probably like 150,000 added, but still. And then for arms modulation, of course, we have Rui here, which is going to be the newest unit combat arms. Holy Bullet, which is for the features for Azur, the Black Heron. Omni for Hathor, she is back. We'll go over that in a minute. And then, of course, your basic one. Neolith, nothing featured here. I'm also been saving. I believe I'm at a free pity amount that I've saved up. I think I'm at 150. Let's double check real quick. Well, yeah, I have 180 summons, so I'm at the 42 out of 150. Saving. Like I obviously could go and try to get one of these other SSRs, but I do know there's, I think, 2, maybe 3 URs that they have put out. I know one for sure that I have, the flag. Crazy amount of damage it does. Definitely helps me a lot in the Abyssal Dive. I mean, it's doing like 110, 120, 150 million damage, taking out like 80% of the team I'm fighting against. But that's something else. So if you do see that pop, or if it does come back, definitely go after it, and I will feature a video on that if it does return. We'll do the free 10 summon. The free 10 summon's cool. I really do enjoy it. Something they didn't do before. Or I played also the I believe it was the SEA or the JP server version of Echo. Before it was Scarlet Covenant, when it was just plain Echo. I played it then, and they didn't have this at all. But it's pretty decent. If you're new to the game, definitely participated in. I mean, it's an extra free 10 summons. I mean, you got good stuff here. You know, decent units. I mean, you're gonna get the combat arms are here, the SSR, some of the Neo lists here, which aren't bad to get, and the Elementals here are in here as well. You do unlock. You start at level 1, and you build your way up, and you just. The way you build it up is you just keep drawing, and you get like a certain amount of levelness every time you 10 draw, then eventually you max it out at level 4. All right, so Pyromate is up. She's gone in a day. If you have her, you know, if you're using her, she was a strong DPS that was used a little while ago. I think it was like around January, maybe mid-December, when I think the last time she was featured. Or the first time that I saw her, and then I did notice quite a few people got her in my server, and she was being used. I see her every now and then, but she's there if you got her. And like I said, Hathor is back. Now, I did make a video, one of my most popular videos right now, going over kind of in detail about the unit. She is a DPS shield detonation. My only concern was that I didn't have enough links. I don't have Anubis, I don't have Toph, and I don't have Ifrutio. I do have Mochi and I do have Horus, but because of all the new UR units that are coming out right now, these SSRs really aren't being featured anymore. These are limited SSRs, so these are even a little bit harder and rarer to get, and they're not featured in the regular SSR draws or summons. So they're only available in these featured ones, these UR ones. So if you go here, you see I can get them from here. Right there, there's Ifrutio. I think I saw Anubis, or maybe not. Excuse me. No, Anubis, excuse me, is not part of this. But so I would have to literally wait until they randomly feature her like they do the Pyromate here, which they might not, and if they don't, then I'm kind of SOL on that. Moving on, Rixia is still here for the collab, so is Ellie. Now, you should have gotten of her already for free. If not, it is I believe it's on day 7 or 8 when you get it. Now, there's only 5 days left, so if you first day logging in, then unfortunately you won't be able to get her, and you'll have to try to summon for it if you want her. But I did get her for free. She does pair with Rixia here with links, so I did get her. So I have pretty much 3 out of the 4 links here. I don't have Saria, but yeah, working on that. I did get a dupe. I was trying to get a 3rd dupe, but it didn't work out, as you can see here. I missed it. I got an SSR unit. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I do have it now an even more increased chance of getting another or a UR or limited SSR unit now when it comes to the summons here, which brings us to Lorine or Lorine, peak DPS, the Heavenly Creations treasures. Here we go. And let's take a look. DPS, peak DPS, the base attack is 612, which is on par with the other URs. She is the Eastridge, am I saying that right? Eastrise, my fault. Clan, which actually supports me in my favor, because I'm actually working on, if you've been watching some of my videos, I've been working on links, working on the team and the squad, what is it called? The power-ups you get, pretty much like if you have 2 or more East Rise from the same clan, you get added bonus attributes like plus 150 in attack or plus 3000 in HP. So I have 3 East Rise right now. So if I go for Lorine, and grab her, I will have 4, which I believe the next level, we'll check it out here in a little bit, will be, I believe, added HP, which of course, not a problem for me. And look at all this. DPS ally attack plus 10%, 10% more for resistance, and then another 10%. Double attack, 10% support. That's great. I love that. Links. This is what I was looking at. So I have Shiyu, don't have Brown, have Tomi, have Roxy, and I can get Hathor, which is so funny because in my video I recommended Hathor if you needed her, and then if she worked out for your squad, but I skipped this one. It's the first UR unit that I skipped that they've been putting out, the newest ones every week, and now it's biting me in the butt. So yeah, so that's wild. And now I kind of do need her to do the 3 links, which, I mean, HP increased by 18%, which, you know, personally, I'd rather take the 18% HP over the armor and resistance. And Brown is really hard to get, but she's a DPS, pretty much Queen DPS, so I do need her if I want that 25% increase in attack, which is wild. All right, so let's dive into this real quick. Let's take a look at her skills. Lorine punishes her rival, inflicting magic damage to 154%. Amazing. To the default enemy. She also recovers 25 potential and gains wealth times 3. Wealth, possessing a specific number of wealth, will grant additional effects. So, first basic attack, 154, recovers potential, wealth times 3. Got it. Secondary. Ignites the industry, dealing magic damage to 186% more damage. Cool. Attack to the 3 front row enemies. Beautiful. We love AoE. We are AoE fans here. Also recovers 50 potential. Awesome. So now she's at 75 with the first one and gains 8 wealth. So 8 plus the 3 from the first skill, 11 now that we are sitting at. So if we look over here to the left, of course, gaining wealth grants additional effects. Debt, which is going to be mentioned as later on when she gets to level 4, unlocking at 6-star. So she does apply debt to 3 random enemies at her 6-star unlocking. When receiving healing or shield, carriers of debt will additionally take damage equal to 300%. Wow. Ignoring defense, even better. If the carrier is not under control, the damage increases by an additional 100%. This can be triggered to 3 times per round. Wow. So you find a team has a healer, or even like, for example, if you're fighting me, where my team heavily relies on shields and giving shields to themselves and other units, if she were to put this debt on one of them, that's 300% damage getting done to that unit every time that shield gets put on. That's a pretty good counter, I believe, for Sharon, of course. She's the tank applying shield to herself and one other. And then it's gonna be, I wanna say, oh man, I believe Rixia adds a shield as well to herself and one other unit. So that's 2 out of my 6 already. Giving out shields. All right, so hey, not a bad, pretty good secondary, a good counter to all the shields out there and healers. All right, so her ultimate monopolizes the market, dealing magic damage equal to 200% attack to all enemies. Full AoE power, perfect. With an additional 16% damage bonus, amazing. And gaining wealth times 30. Jeez. All right, so it says here to the left that investor is an effect for this skill, and it looks like investor comes out at the 7-star at her full maxed tier up, star up. So 7-star, when Lorine takes actually absorbs 2 rage from all enemies. Oh, that's cool. Consumes all rage during this attack. Got it. For each one rage consumed, she inflicts additional damage equal to 150% attack on all enemies, not exceeding 35% max HP. Interesting. That's not bad. That's a pretty cool. So she's taking away rage from enemies, all enemies, from everybody, the whole team. AoE, the rage absorption. And she's doing the 150% damage again on AoE, so double AoE. And at this level, she's doing 300% attack to all enemies and getting 50 wealth. That's amazing. That's pretty good. And then let's look at the passive. I was gonna say passion, more passion. All right, so for the passive, start of the battle, Lorine becomes immune to control for 2 rounds. Gains a shield equal to 20% max HP. We love shield. 20% is good. Along with wealth, and that's at the beginning, right off the bat, when you start the match. Along with 10, or with wealth times 10. So you're getting wealth pretty quick. Pretty much every turn, every round, every turn she takes, she's gaining wealth. Keep that in mind. Which provides additional bonuses when wealth exceeds 100. Here we go. Her active attack will also inflict 200% attack as true damage, ignoring armor. We love when damage ignores armor, ignores defense, ignores shields, because that's taking a hit directly from their actual health and not like from the shield or from buffs. So that's great. And prevent front row enemies from gaining shields. And healing for 1 round. Wow. Oh yeah, so I definitely need this unit. Even at the current, I think 2 links. One of my other units is at 1, so I'm gonna end up replacing her, and she's East Rise, so it's just gonna increase my squad's power even more. But the fact, this is a dangerous unit, very dangerous, especially for somebody with my team, where I kind of rely on shields being popped up. Because now her passive right off the bat, she's preventing front row enemies from gaining shields. And 2 of my 3 shield givers are in my front row. Dang. Alright, so when wealth exceeds 1,000, she recovers 15% max HP and shield upon taking damage. Okay, so she recovers 50% max HP and shield upon taking damage, and inflicts damage equal to 50% max HP on all enemies. This can be triggered up to 3 times per round. So every time she's getting wealth, her passive, her first, her second, her ultimate, adding up, she's past 1,000. 3 more times after that, she's still doing this effect. Gaining shield when she takes damage and inflicting it pretty much 50% of it right back. Interesting. And she has control immunity, immune to all controls. That's crazy. This is a unit. If you got the chance, if you got the summons, go for her. Great DPS, great effects. A lot of units, I will say, we can just double check on this. A lot of units have the ability of just giving shields out. Giant blade, dances, addition to damage to attack all enemies. Right here, Rixia starts the battle with full rage and gains control immunity for 2 rounds. She also gains a shield equal to 25% max HP. So right off the bat, Lorine is countering that. If Rixia is in your front line, start of the game, she's supposed to put her shield on. Well, guess what? Lorine's here. Anybody in the front row, no shields, and she's got to wait a whole nother full turn, most likely, to try to get it on, or to put up her shield. And then there's even the chance that she's not even going to be able to do it. And if that's the case, then no shields for her. She's done. All right, so definitely gonna be grinding to get this unit. I got 20 summons, 2 out of 60 for the pity. I got the the higher effect. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Yeah, that's pretty much it to cover. So after this, can we get her? Oh, that'd have been great if we could have got her first try, but we're not. All right. Oh man, so I did, like I said, I went after Rixia pretty hard. I ended up using. I had almost 10,000 saved up, and I pretty much wasted it all on that. And now, of course, the next week after that, they got Queen DPS here. All right, come on. Can we get it? Nope. Yeah, all right. That's all I got for you shipmates this week. We're at 22 out of 60. We didn't get her yet. If you, like I said, if you got a chance, go for her. I do have. Where'd it go? Like I said, 14 to be able to get her. Now, yeah, if I get the unit, I'll definitely be able to get her combat arms, not a problem. But I have some other things, especially as the event goes on and it unlocks more of the story. I'll be able to get some more here. As I level up, reach level 68, I'll get some more unlocks here at 69. So I'll be able to kind of grind for some more fights, some more summons. That's all we got for you this week, shipmates. Apologize for only one video last week. I'm working, trying to catch up. Had a bit of a rough week at work. So gonna catch up. I have played Kazan. I got the game. I played the first intro. It is great. It is nice. I'm working on trying to get some of that recorded and put it out to you guys so you can see if you want to drop, you know, that 60-70 bucks for the game. I'm sure other YouTubers are featuring it, stuff like that, but if you like me, I'll put it out. Other than that, I am still playing a couple of games. Scarlet Girls, playing on the Bluestacks, of course Echo. Some new S-Year restart's gonna be coming back for another beta. I'll probably jump into that. And there's also a beta, Silver and Moon, I believe is the name. I have to double check, but I'm gonna try it out first before I post anything about it. It does look good, very Castlevania type of style RPG with a little bit of waifus, a little bit of husbandos. So good stuff. Other than that, shipmates, take it easy, enjoy the week. I'll try to put out another video this week for you guys. Fair winds and following seas. Good night.